Welcome to another video of Lord PeteyTV Plays. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through a couple of dungeons here, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about what we do in certain situations and how we kind of fix them and went through it, how the bosses are dealt with, and so on and so forth. We're going to be dealing with multiple different classes. I would say it's going to be up to 5 or 6 different classes, but as of right now, we're prioritizing Druid and Monk, or I should say Balanced Druid and Brewmaster Monk. So please check us out. We're going to be doing a lot of other keys for other classes too. So we'll see you all soon. This is week 4 of Dragonflight, and what we're doing here is we're going to be showing you videos for us doing Tyrannical, Storming, and Raging. So please keep an eye, and I hope you enjoy the video.
You have to do this more alliance than normal. Not alliance, we're really thinking more alliance. So I can have show mode. Matt did it once and like, it was pursued on me. We were like, what? We didn't know that, they're like, don't take off anybody. Really worth it anyway. Yes. Oh, my stats are gonna be keyboard. This is one of the classes I really like. Playing like Frost War. Oh, sorry, Chanty. My bad. Oh, my god. How you do with all your dungeons? What was that, sorry? Yeah, I mean, I played DK with them too. No, but choice. Charles, 3 quarters, I'm going to 0, so I'm trying to do everything I need on 6 characters. That is a lot, dude. But at least you have a nice little strip, aren't you?
Are you looking to support the channel? Please make sure you go to our merch store. The link is in the comments below. We have mugs, shirts, lots of cool things that we will love you to purchase and be wearing and supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you so much. So for the first boss here in Throne of Tides, we ended up having a couple of situations where we're ending up going through, and we're going to end up having to DPS the boss down. Now, our biggest issue when we were doing this 19 Tide was that we just needed to produce more DPS, specifically on the bosses, because it is Tyrannical Week. So we tried to, pop our cooldowns and kind of go through and see what we could do with it. We ended up having a pug healer because we were having some problems finding a healer. But overall, we kind of just tried our dangest to push through. The high tides are what's really hurt us because of the ads jumping around. So we tried to make sure we CC'd them and kind of held them together. I tried using my Typhoon to kind of, or I should say Typhoon and Ursa's Fury to kind of hold them all in place. So hopefully this is kind of give you all a little bit of a look and thought of how we ended up dealing with it. Now, as always, at 60% and 30%, they go into high tide and we end up pushing and DPSing through. But the hardest thing, I think, is that the other bosses in this dungeon and the swirlies. If you can't deal with the swirlies properly, then you're going to definitely be having some problems.
Just disadvantage, dude.
You gotta make sure you take some pictures of Star Wars there.
Just Death Strike hard.
I couldn't death strike. I was out of range of everybody because I was 50 feet in the air.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Frost switch on me. I tornado them all together. I'm doing a lot of schoolwork too, Shanty, right now. I've been trying to get as much possibly done. I want to see if I can finish my course curriculum by the end of this year. So I'll have my analyst work done.
You AOTC yet, Snelly?
No, we what's it called? I only raid on Fridays with my community. So we're gonna full clear normal again this week, and then we're gonna go into heroic for the first time. But I don't think it'll be that big a deal. Make sure you end up checking out our other channels. We have a sister channel called Gaming Fire with Lord PeteyTV, which we end up giving you some specific gaming news that is popping up here and there throughout the whole entire week. And then make sure you're also checking out our Stories with Lord PeteyTV, where we end up giving you little short stories that he's handwritten throughout the whole entire week, which we think you'll greatly appreciate. Thank you so much, and check those out. And hit the subscribe button here when you are ready.
Papa trinkets. So I'm unloading this guy. What for my mom? My mom is very similar to me in the aspect of, like, always lived here. Oh, look at the group. My mom's lived in New York most of her life, also. Well, she's always lived in New York. Should I pull the group? I don't know. I know the maps.
So we ended up wiping the first time around when we did this, if you are watching the video. And the reason for that is those ads kind of pulled up onto us, and we kind of had that situation problem. We still felt like it was okay because of the time frames and what we were doing, so we ended up, just going for it. We didn't have Lust this time, which kind of stinks, but at the same time, we were kind of ready for it. So we end up trying to take the bubbling fissures and putting them all kind of in one local location. That way, for someone like myself, I can end up just hitting one Starfire, or I should say Sunfire, and hitting them all at the same time. Me, stupidly, I was in the wrong place for having to deal with the oozes, but overall, we kind of just pushed in DPS as hard as we can and tried to keep all of them close to each other. Once we were able to do that, it was okay. We could kind of deal with the ads properly, and we kind of just burned them right down because it was, that's just how it goes. So we ended up getting it down, and it worked out pretty good. Yeah. That's why when we realized it was coming, my wife was like, "You're not allowed to take this meds." This stuff is pretty much all over the place. Got him. Oof.
Close. Yeah. So like that's why like I stayed away. Like that's why my wife was like, no, you're not allowed doing that. So they ended up just giving me like a steroid and stuff. Get on. What's that? There's not an owl plant. What is that? It's like a tulip or like a. I don't know where that came from. Was that one? Was that the bulb? Yeah, that's not an owl plant. No, no, Chanty, it's not ganja. You're fine.
As always, just wanted to make sure you know we partner with Sub2R for our gamer glasses, our green screens, our camera mounts, our cameras, all of those enjoyable objects that we end up using while streaming for our long gaming sessions to help increase our quality of our streams. So make sure you use Lord PeteyTV at sub2r.com when you end up going there and purchasing some of this amazing gear. The hardest part of this hallway is actually just having to deal with the pull-ins from the watchers and also the seers. And if you've noticed, we don't pull more than 2 at a time, and especially not pulling the watchers with the seers. It's just asking for you to die. So you're just trying to be really, really careful when you end up pulling this stuff, and you have to just pull it quick, burn it, and go, because your timer is just ticking when you get into this point. So how do you keep yourself hydrated over those long gaming sessions? Here at Lord PeteyTV, we end up using Rogue energy drinks. That is what we use here. We end up drinking those throughout the whole entire sessions. Please make sure you go there and use Lord PeteyTV at checkout when you end up purchasing some of those amazing drinks.
You'd make so many people on the channel excited and happy if you did. You're down. Don't know if you want to run. Oh! What's up, Hattie? Whew. I mean, are you doing zeros for the... Are you like doing that
For the stuff? The thing about Tyrannical Beaks is that with Stone Speaker is that he's actually not that difficult. The hardest part about dealing with him specifically is mostly just the totem. The totem is what's going to give you, or I should say, kill your healer, or I should say your tank, not your healer, because it just does a lot of damage from the Wind Fury procs. So you just burn the totem as quick as you can, and then just go back into the boss, and you just continue to go through it that way, and that's just the way it works. We did Ruby Life Pools, walked out, reset it, went back in.
Did you cancel the chiropractor?
Oh, I didn't make the phone call. I have to. I'll do that after this dungeon's over. Fear.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, you can do that this week because you're going to have the option of less uptime for the ads. You have less uptime on the ads, so you can burn them down quicker, so you can burst quicker. And Team Hunter's good for that, so. I mean, I've hit like 950k before like in Everbloom, but never 1 mil.
On tyrannical weeks, you really don't have to worry about it too much, but on fortified weeks, this pull specifically is really, really hard to deal with because of the casters. So you end up kind of just trying to CC them and kind of just pushing through. And you just kind of go forward and you're trying to get through this hallway as quick as possible. Now, the swells are, pretty much the swells don't hurt that much. Except for when you have the debuff on you. So as long as you have somebody removing the debuff, you'll probably get through this pretty quickly. And once you get through it pretty quick, everything kind of works out pretty well. But mostly you just got to really, really be careful of swells. And once you end up getting to the end, making sure that you end up DPSing, the DPS should be on the gate and the tank should be a little farther out so you're not dealing with too much.
I just keep getting knocked up in the air. So you have like a bunch of those options. Mythic pluses are going to be your overall end game quickest way to get from point A to point B. But at the same time, it's going to work out pretty well for you to make sure you're getting your stuff done in your Emerald Dream because you really want to get there and do that. Excuse me, sir. This is a Christian stream, there's no cursing. Right. The best way to get... So I call out that bullshit now? Oh, no, it was a joke. I'm talking on the stream. The best way for you to get 2K is essentially to use your own key. We can probably get you into some keys and stuff like that to kind of get you going too. But yeah, usually using your own key is the best way to do it, and you'll be able to get through most of it pretty nice and smooth and easy. Yeah, we can get you in a couple. If you do zeros, you'll do pretty good. As long as we what? Oh yeah, as long as we get inks together and we take care of it, we'll be fine. I don't think we're gonna have an issue. When do you want us to start? Yeah.
So the ink usually tends to not be too bad if you're ending up putting the ink in the correct spot, or I should say the bloating barrage, if you will. But I think that the biggest issue you really, really need to notice and you really need to take care of is the fact that you have to kill your ads quickly. Only 3 out of the 5 ads actually drop ink after they die, so you got to really, really note that, and you kind of just go through it. So just be careful on having to deal with that, and you'll eventually get them down, and everything will work. So it'll take a little time to kind of get used to the fight, but once you get the fight, you're used to it, you should be fine.
Hey, those guys, I'm just going to stay on the boss. Yeah, healer's got aggro.
Keep these near over here.
What's your turn?
Damn.
That's right.
Thank you so much for taking your time out and checking out the amazing videos that we are ending up producing here. Now, just a reminder, we end up putting videos out throughout the whole entire week involving our Mistweaver Monk, our Brewmaster Monk, our Boomkin Druid, our Guardian Druid, our Combat Rogue, and many other classes throughout the whole entire week. But please make sure you come and check us out. We are doing this every single week, live on twitch.tv every single Monday through Friday. Please come check us out. Subscribe to our YouTube page here and our sister pages. And if you're looking to support the channel, you know where to find it. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic rest of your day.